From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. By as early as next year, the Hazleton Police Department might have full jurisdiction over Banks Township in addition to Hazleton. A news conference was held at Hazleton City Hall earlier today to discuss that agreement. WYLN's Maria Senti has more.
Only about 1,250 people, Banks Township is one of the smaller municipalities in Carbon County. But according to Township Supervisor Joe Clark, there has been an increase in crime throughout the township.
There's, increase in drug activity, and the residents are concerned about it, and so are we.
That's part of the reason why a municipal agreement between the city of Hazleton and Banks Township has been in the works. The agreement is expected to provide the Hazleton Police Department with full jurisdiction of Banks Township. Its main goal is public safety.
It's better for public safety. That's the primary role of government at the federal, state, and local level is public safety. And this is about delivering police services in a more efficient and cost-effective way.
Aside from security, Clark says the agreement would be much more cost-effective than the township hiring its own police officers. He says the township does not plan on raising taxes to pay for services.
It would cost 12 mills for one cop for 40 hours. And that's, high rated senior citizens. It's just not doable.
The agreement follows through. Banks Township will pay the city of Hazleton $28,000 a year for police protection. Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassatt says that's enough to pay for more than half of first-year officer salary, which could put the city on the right track to hire another officer.
A first-year officer makes about $41,000 to start, so $28,000 would really put us in a position where we could hire somebody full-time in the city.
It would be a month-by-month agreement, where Banks Township would pay Hazleton about $2,300 per month. Both parties have the right to cancel the agreement if they give a written notice far enough in advance.
If Hazleton decided it's not working out, or should we, maybe to the point where we can't afford it, each municipality has the right to, with a notice, get out of it on a month's notice.
In order for Hazleton to attain jurisdiction, both municipalities have to vote in favor of the agreement at their separate municipal meetings. From there, Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Speziali says the remainder of the process would be done in phases.
I have to do an operational plan. I have to do a technology plan. I have to phase this in if this is approved.
Speziali says there are about 500 homes in Banks Township that average only one police call per day. He says no services will be taken away from Hazleton in the process.
It's not really something that's going to really break the backs of anyone. I mean, you're talking about one call a day. At best.
If both councils pass the ordinance right away, Speziali hopes to start patrolling in Banks Township before March or April of next year. The scope of police coverage would include responses to 911 calls, speed and parking enforcement, and criminal prosecution for crimes. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Maria Senti.
Wilkes-Barre City Police are still on the lookout for the suspect they say held up a bank in the city this morning. It was just before 11. Police got the call to the community bank on North Franklin Street to reports of a holdup. The bank was evacuated and officials called in the bomb squad from Scranton because of a suspicious package left at the scene. The scene was cleared later this afternoon without incident. It was not immediately known whether the robber made off with any money. There were no injuries. Police say they are looking for a beat-up white van. A crash on Interstate 80 East in Butler Township Saturday claimed the life of a truck driver. State police at Hazleton say the rig was traveling east on I-80 near mile marker 258 in that part of Luzerne County when it crossed over, struck an embankment and a tree. 61-year-old Robert Sefton of German, Lackawanna County was killed. The investigation into that crash is ongoing. Firefighters from Valley Regional, Sugarloaf, and Hazel Township responded to that crash on Saturday. A man from Lehighton was killed over the weekend on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. It happened early Sunday morning when investigators say Michael Hartman was a passenger in a disabled vehicle parked on the northbound shoulder of the road in Carbon County. Another vehicle struck a deer and went off the road, striking the vehicle that Hartman was in. 2 people in his vehicle and the driver of the other were all taken to the hospital for treatment. A Hazel Township man died in a crash in Lebanon County Sunday afternoon, according to state police at Jonestown. Police say 60-year-old Joseph Dancho was headed west on Sudenburg Road in Union Township when he attempted to pass a slowing vehicle and struck the rear bumper. It happened just before 3. According to police, he was pronounced dead at the scene. Dancho was wearing a helmet. No additional information was available. A New York man was charged after being stopped by police in Butler Township. 18-year-old Franklin Santos was pulled over after allegedly driving erratically on North Hunter Highway October 16th. He was found to be in possession of a stolen vehicle and a variety of stolen checks worth over $7,000. He faces counts of receiving stolen property and possessing instruments of crime, corruption of minors, and summary traffic violations. He was taken to prison for lack of $50,000 bail. Coming up on WYLN News, a well-known prosecutor and director of the Police Academy at Lackawanna College has died. Plus, another Luzerne County budget work session is set for tomorrow. But first, as we head out to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. Remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Introducing CrossFit Drums, the Greater Hazleton area's first and only CrossFit affiliate. We still offer our traditional monthly gym memberships and one-on-one personal training, but have expanded to also offer CrossFit classes taught by multiple Level 1 CrossFit certified trainers. We are open 7 days a week, 365 days a year to help you achieve your fitness goals. CrossFit Drums now open and ready to get you in the shape of your life. All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
A longtime local prosecutor and current director of the Lackawanna College Police Academy has died. Mary Ann Grippo died over the weekend. Before being appointed director of the college's police academy, she was a prosecutor in the Lackawanna County District Attorney's Office. No other information has been released at this time. Mary Ann Grippo was 51. More work sessions are coming up on the proposed budget for Luzerne County. County Council will hold its second session tomorrow, Tuesday, 6 p.m. at the Luzerne County Courthouse. This time, the county's Public Defender's Office and the Courts Division will be the focus. The 2018 proposed budget includes a 2% increase of property taxes, and Council must approve that final budget by December 12th. The new Schuylkill County Fire Training Burn Building is now in operation, and WYLN's Gary Perna takes a look.
The new multi-million-dollar training building is open for firefighters in Schuylkill County. Inside the building, each room has a crib in it with pallets and straw. When they crank up the heat, it ignites and the firefighters take over.
They get to feel the heat, they get to see the thermal layering, they get to do some hose management when they're in there.
This weekend was the first live burn in the building. The Schuylkill County Volunteer Firefighters Association is checking to see if the building is up to par. The building was built specifically to train firefighters in this region. It is modeled after a row home, the most common call these firefighters respond to. The building has 10 rooms which can be used to create different scenarios, like a prison cell fire or a home with a horrible hoarding problem.
Those are obstacles that can take a firefighter's life in a moment. So this training is essential.
The state-of-the-art building costs more than $1.5 million. That money comes from local fire companies, county resources, and help from the state.
To make sure our firefighters come back to their families. This is going to give them the training they need to protect the community, and it's money well spent.
The building is expected to last for the next 50 years and will be used by more than 100 fire companies in Schuylkill County.
If you just learn one thing that might make you safe in the future, it's so valuable to our fire service.
Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Coming up on Weatherly's News Choice, the weather will be more like fall soon, and there's still time to donate a blanket for someone in need. Plus, Tingo from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers will be with us. It's Medical Monday, and we do have a high wind watch in effect for this evening throughout the area. First, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
Get red-hot prices on furniture and mattresses during Grand Central's summer clearance sale. We have a huge selection of Lazy Boy recliners. Choose any of these Lazy Boy recliners in 30 different colors at only $3.99. Get a Catnap or Patriot Power Lift chair in any of 4 colors for only $5.99. England sofas in 4 styles and 20 colors are also only $5.99. Sealy mattress sets start at only $2.99. And you can get free delivery and up to 60 months free financing on your new Sealy mattress. Everything to make your house a home. Grand Central, downtown Hazleton, and at the Laurel Mall.
Finally, a car buying experience where it's quick, transparent, and you're set for life. At Hazleton Honda, every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, lifetime state inspections, and Sunday express service. A gigantic selection to choose from, always amazing prices, courteous and expert sales staff, convenient store hours. Discover the joy of buying at Hazleton Honda, where you are set for life.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
Welcome to Community and You. Today we are going to find out about a program that is underway, and it's in memory of Al Boskov. And Kim Gormley is the manager of the Boskov store in Hazleton. How did this all come about?
Actually, our regional public relations person, shortly after Mr. Boskov's passing, was watching YouTube and saw Eunice Boskov, Mr. Boskov's wife, talking about an experience she had early on when they were first married and they were on a trip, and they came upon an accident in New York State by the Adirondacks. Albert ran to the car, he grabbed a blanket, and she said that was telling me that was what our life would be like. Albert would always be there for people. He would always have a blanket for someone. And it hit Irene that with all the need in our communities, this is a great way of building awareness, keeping Albert's spirit alive, and really benefiting the community.
So what's going to happen with the blankets?
The blankets will go to CSS and Salvation Army, any organization that is working with the homeless or families in need. We're going to work to get them blankets. So the more donations, the better. You can't have enough. They don't expire. It's not like a can of food or anything. Blankets, we need full size, queen size, king size, just a blanket, not a quilt, not a comforter, a good basic blanket. And you don't have to buy them at Boscov's. You could buy them at any department store or store, and we'll have collection barrels, and then we'll be forwarding those to CSS and any organization that we're working with to get them to the people who need them in the community.
And it just so happens that one of those organizations and one of those people in the community is also with us today, Monsignor Joseph Kelly. Monsignor Kelly, how is this going to benefit you and the people that you help?
This is going to help a great deal. We have so many people that are homeless, so many people that are in shelters, so many people that are low income and simply can't purchase a blanket. And so we constantly are being asked for blankets, both at Catholic Social Services in Hazleton, at St. Vincent de Paul Kitchen in Wilkes-Barre, and at St. Francis Kitchen in Scranton. We're constantly being asked for blankets, not just during the really cold weather, but year-round.
This isn't the first time that you, in particular, but the organizations, have also partnered in with Boscov's.
Oh, absolutely. Christmas in July has been absolutely a fantastic gift to those of us that are trying to take care of the poorest in the community. During the month of July, we have this wonderful partnership with Boscov's where we sell pinups for $1. And they're little pictures of soup bowls, just to remind people that we're trying to feed people, but we're also trying to clothe them.
I get the impression, Kim, and you have worked closely with Mr. Boscov when he was touring all of the different stores. I get the impression that something like this would not necessarily humble him, but it would, I think he'd say, oh, well, of course, you know, it was expected.
It wouldn't be a second thought for him. He always thought about people, and there's so many stories that people don't know about his kindness and his generosity. And he would go to a homeless shelter and immediately start to react to the needs that the shelter had. So to him, this is a basic, and it should be to all of us, a basic need for people that we can help with. If everybody buys one blanket, just imagine how many people will be taken care of. So it's a need in the community.
And when we talk about the stores, what are all the stores taking part? How is that going to work?
It's going to be Pottsville, Hazleton, Scranton, and Wilkes-Barre. Irene Thavich, we are her regional stores. So we're kind of putting our foot into the little pond there to see how we can help. And eventually the hope is that all the Boscov stores will be doing this to help all of our communities.
And again, all people have to do is what?
All they have to do is buy a blanket. And again, it doesn't have to be from Boscov's. It can be from anywhere. And full queen, king size, and just a basic blanket, no quilts, throws, down. They just want a basic blanket. That's what Monsignor has advised us. And bring it into the store. We have a collection barrel at the Laurel Mall. The Laurel Mall has been a wonderful partner with us. They're setting up a collection point also, and they're 200% behind this. So it's a nice partnership. But bring it into your Boscov store, drop in the collection barrel, and then we're going to get them to the organizations.
Now, Monsignor, I guess the question to you is, Kim is telling us it's all these stores are being involved. Is there that much of a need?
Absolutely. The need is far greater than most people can understand. There are people that are homeless. There are people that are living with other people. There are people that are in temporary housing, and there are people that simply are very poor.
All right. Well, we're going to get everybody out, and look at that smile. How could you say no to that smile? When is this going to go on, Kim?
It's starting today, Mr. Boscov's birthday and the first day of fall, so it seems very appropriate, and it goes to October 31st. Okay. So just stop on in, grab a blanket. You're helping somebody that may be right next door to you, right next, in the next block. You don't know who you'll be helping, but you'll help someone in your area.
And that is carrying on the legacy of Al Boscov. We'd like to thank you for joining us. The information for donations there on your screen, and we hope you will join us again on Community and You.
For more than 45 years, S.J. Kowalski has been installing and servicing high-efficiency heating and air conditioning systems. Customer satisfaction, safety, and quality have always been their #1 priority, and they have the track record to prove it. Act now for your S.J. Kowalski Lennox rebate up to $1,600 and 0% interest for up to 72 months. Lennox and S.J. Kowalski, heating and cooling the way the earth intended.
Chura's Auto Sales has a great line of cars and trucks. Every vehicle is serviced, reconditioned, and inspected. Chura's Auto Sales offers you experience, quality, and service. Stop in today, North Broad Street and Susquehanna, West Hazleton.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food, from breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
At All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we treat our customers like family.
Because to us, nothing is more important than family.
So come on in and let our family get your family into a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram.
Need a work truck or have an active family lifestyle? All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. It's the Jeep Celebration event and Ram Power Days.
All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Tamaqua.
Let's trade keys.
Fall sports are in full swing right now, including football and soccer. And with football and soccer, concussions come to mind. And we'd like to help raise awareness about concussions and obviously the long-term effects of concussions if you do return to sports before you're ready to. A lot of the return to sport protocols right now are based on cognitive tests, such as the impact test, as most athletes would know. However, some studies have found that even though athletes have been cleared to return to sports, there is around about a 300% increased chance of suffering a leg injury within the 6 to 9 months after suffering a concussion. So what that brings up is that there may be something going on that is not fully recovered in the brain that makes people more prone to developing a lower extremity injury. Researchers theorize that possibly other aspects of the concussion, such as postural awareness and coordination, may not have fully recovered even though the cognitive functions have recovered. So what that does is it puts our athletes at risk of suffering a second concussion, which we know leads to further problems in terms of brain injuries. So the thing to do if you're an athlete, especially a football player or a soccer player, be sure to get yourself a baseline test that is beyond just the cognitive test, one of them being the Banner neurovestibular test, which is what we do here at Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. The Banner neurovestibular test assesses your balance and your coordination, and it's a computerized test, and what we do is we take the data of you, which is prior to you getting a concussion, and this way we can compare you after you've had a concussion to see if you've actually fully recovered. And there's no way of cheating the computer, so we can be sure that you're fully recovered. So if you're an athlete, a parent, or a coach out there that has athletes that are at risk of concussions, be sure to consider having them go through a pre-concussion test of the neurovestibular system. This way we know that our athletes are safe and they can be cleared to return to sport after a concussion with reduced risk of injury and long-term damage to the brains, which is what we're seeing a lot of in the NFL. So if you have any questions about concussions and pre-concussion testing, please give us a call at Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, 570-501-1808, and we can give you more information about the pre-concussion testings.
Thank you, Ting. The Educational Opportunity Centers Incorporated will be hosting a Future of Endless Possibilities workshops. They're open to 7th and 8th grade educational talent search students. GAR, Myers, Hanover area, and Scranton students are invited to attend the workshop Tuesday, October 24th, during regular school hours at Quality Inn Conference Center in Wilkes-Barre. Another workshop takes place on Wednesday, October 25th at Genetti's Conference Center in Hazleton. This will be for students from Hazleton area and Shenandoah Valley. It's a free event, and students will be transported to and from their home school to the workshop. For more information, you can visit eocinc.org. Wyln TV proud to announce that we will be hosting a candidate forum for the Hazleton City Council candidates. Wyln News Director Gary Perna and host of The Storm, Tiffany Cloud, will be hosting the hour-long special. Join us November 2nd, 7 p.m. here on Wyln TV. We'll learn about the candidates that are running for Hazleton City Council on both Republican and Democratic tickets. And if you have a question for the candidates, you can leave yours on the Wyln Facebook page. Once again, Wyln TV taking the lead when it comes to informing you. Again, that candidate forum, Thursday, November 2nd at 7 p.m. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on Wyln News.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. Two great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody sells for less.
For the holidays, there's no better place to have your holiday party or family get-together than Basili's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, 401 Claremont Avenue in Tamaqua. They have remodeled the entire restaurant with a new addition and cozy fireplace to add to the holiday spirit. Just call and book your party. You'll choose your dinner from a full menu, everything from pasta, chicken, veal, and seafood. The new bar will be open with all your favorite drinks. Basili's is open 7 days a week, serving lunch and dinner. Dine in or take out.
It's Octoberger, the sale so big they named a month after it.
Save over $4,000 on the purchase of any 2017 Buick Encore from stock. Get $4,000 down payment assistance from GM Financial on the purchase of any 2017 GMC Acadia. Save over $8,500 on the purchase of this 2017 GMC 2500 Double Cab.
At Berger Buick GMC, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
It's high school football time. Watch WYLN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WYLN can. Watch the game of the week right here on WYLN. We're your local network. For the best in local sports, watch WYLN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.